If fantasy and romance are what you seek, featuring heroines who aren't quite so meek, with book talk and Instagram full of deceit, simply listen to our podcast, Our Picks of the Week.
Okay, readers, The 13th Child by Erin Craig feels like homework now.
Oh.
Not in a bad way.
Mm.
It feels, after reading Traitor's Son.
Oh, that's fair.
And reading Lisa Kleypas, it feels like, oh, this is very proper, like, fantasy with a romance subplot is what it feels like. And it's great writing. Like, it's great world building. Can't complain.
You're like, but I'm going to complain.
But I'm bored.
Oh, no.
I didn't finish it, but I think it's not you, it's me.
Very convincingly said.
Okay, let me make the case here. The 13th Child is I was on a death kick, and that sounds really bad.
You were.
Yeah.
I do remember this.
Because I read Death Obsession, and then I read another death book, and I'm like, all right, give me more
Scattered Bones.
The Scattered Bones, yeah. So this is another death book.
Oh.
Where our heroine is the 13th child in the family.
Oh, I didn't know. I've read one of her books before. She continues. Sorry.
She's pretty well, like,
there's like a lot.
Yeah. But her stuff is very much, it's closer to Namoi Novik in the sense that it's more fantasy than romance.
Yeah.
But always very well written. Anyway, our heroine, 13th child, she's one child too many. And in this kind of kingdom, religion thing, there's lots of gods. And, like, if you got extra kids, like, you dedicate them as, like, an acolyte to different churches, temples, whatever. So early on, Death, the personification of Death, visited this family, said, hey, you got a 13th child.
That's mine now.
I would really like that one. They're like, well, yeah. So Death agrees to, like, sponsor this child, pay for her upbringing and everything. And so they're waiting for Death to come collect this girl for years, and he never shows up. And everyone's like, okay, this is the extra kid, just chilling in the barn. Like, we're not really trying to take care of her because we already gave her to Death. And years and years and years go by, and she's like, when is my godfather, Death, coming to collect me? Because my life sucks.
I'm sorry. That just sounds so unhinged. Oh my God.
But it's like, you feel like you're in the world.
Yeah. So
she and her siblings are at the town fair one day. The royal family is, like, doing a procession to see their subjects, and they're tossing coins. And so the prince heir at, like, 13 tosses a coin, and she gets into a squabble over this coin. That's the first interaction, kind of a blatant, like, oh, future love interest, like, it's gonna smack you right in the face.
Like,
oh, great. Because you can kind of tell when an author doesn't really care about the romance subplot, but he or she knows she's got to throw one in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what this is. Like, okay, no tension, fine.
There it is. Love.
I'll pretend to be surprised later. I'm not really doing this book justice. I'm sorry, Erin Craig. Your writing is really good. But Death eventually does show up when this girl is like 10 or 11 or 12. And he's like, all right, sweetheart, let's go. We're going to go back to my place. And he's very much like godfather-y, like trying to, but like not human. And he's struggling to understand some of her human emotions and why she's acting out the way she is. But the reason he has adopted her is to create this healer who can, with one touch, identify someone's sickness or what's causing them to feel ill, and then be able to identify, okay, what do I need to do to heal them? So Death has created, or is going to raise, this all-powerful healer for the kingdom and set her loose to help people. Like, Death is not a bad dude.
He's like, please take my job.
Yeah,
make it easier.
Like, make it easier, pretty much. But at the same time, she can also know when someone is going to die and there's nothing she can do about it.
Ooh.
So she learns this at like 14, 15, and she's like, this is a lot for a teenager to bear. Like, are you sure? Are you sure you want to do this? But he basically plucks her in this nowhere land in a little cottage surrounded by medical textbooks and says, you better read all of these books.
Bro, what?
And so she becomes this, like, a doctor by the age of 17 or 18. So he takes her out of, like, nowhere land, puts her back in the human land, says, all right, start being a healer. So she starts, like, healing the villagers and, like, all of this stuff. She meets this cute village son. He's brawny and cute, like, first love interest. long story short, he gets kicked in the head by a mule, and she puts her hands on him to try to save him, and she realizes that he's got Death's skull overlaid on him, which means he's going to die. So she gets real mad at her godfather.
That's fair.
And she does this very experimental, like basically drills into his head to drain the extra fluid and stuff. And it works, but it's like a shell, and then he eventually dies anyway. And the flip side of this is for all of the patients that she has to help die, because that's what she has to do. She sees like Death's mark on them. She has to hasten their death along to make it less painful. So she has to do that for this boy that she was going to marry. And all of their ghosts haunt her.
Bro, what?
Yeah. So she like grows up year after year. And so she's got like a pack of ghosts that like she wakes up and her dead boyfriend is like on top of her trying to eat her because he's like this like half conscious ghost thing. And the only way to banish them is like rings of salt. It's really closer to gothic horror.
I was about to say, yeah.
So if you like spooky, dark, a little bit grittier, more fantasy than romance, this is kind of where you want to be at. And so the plot really kicks off, which is she's a well-known healer. The king is dying, and his people say, all right, you need to come heal the king. And no one knows what's causing this sickness. But she's like, well, she puts her hands on the king, realizes he's going to die, and there's nothing she can do. Like, I can't kill the king, so leave me alone.
You guys figure this one out.
Yeah. So I don't want to talk too much more about it. It's good. It really is. If you like this kind of thing, if you care way less about the romance, if you like that kind of darker, grittier, spooky kind of book, this is the book for you. Very similar to The Scattered Bones, but less emphasis on the romance, obviously.
Nicole Scarano, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
I just made the little edit for it, so
appreciate it. Charlie Holmberg has kind of a similar writing style, but I feel like hers is a little bit more approachable, less dark. Yeah. Namoi Novik, obviously Deadly Education, that kind of lane. And then Katherine Arden, to an extent, like The Bear and the Nightingale, that trilogy, kind of similar writing style and world building.
Yeah, because I feel like those ones are just a hint of unsettling spookiness, where it's like, I don't know what's going on right now.
Exactly. And Erin Craig has got a pretty hefty catalog, I think.
I was about to say, I read House of Salt and Sorrows by Erin Craig, which is like a retelling of the 12 Dancing Princesses.
That one looks really interesting.
It was cute. I don't know that there's a romantic angle in it at all, but I remembered enjoying the just like fantasy of it. So if you need like a palate cleanser, I would say.
Yeah.
Very similar theme.
And digestible, like, writing style. Like, it's good. You're never going to pause and think, why did you put a toilet in this scene?
Yeah. No, it's like a legit author. Interesting. And this was, what was it called?
The 13th Child.
13th Child. Nice. Yeah. From Jordan's shelf to yours.
We will see you on the next page.
Hi, readers. Like what you've been hearing? Check out the Spice Archive at notanotherheroine.com to see all of our reviews and ratings. And if you'd like to support our growing library, find us on Patreon and get access to exclusive bonus content.
If you'd like to just listen, we post new episodes every Monday and Wednesday on Spotify, Apple, and Amazon. Thanks for listening.